Yeah, I'm gonna say it. You're a bad Christian. You are a bad Christian. Let me tell you why you're a bad Christian. I'll give you a couple of reasons why you are a bad Christian. The art of being reacts. You said, "Wow, too bad." My prayers get answered all the time. All the time for my healing, and all my actions happen because I did what God told me. Faith without works is dead. Okay, first of all, you're a bad Christian because one, you took what I said and you completely went the wrong way with what I said. I talked about how there was one experience when I was 15 where preachers tried to pray over me and deacons tried to pray over me, and I was having a sinus infection and I felt nothing. There was no change, and they tried to blame it on my lack of faith. If you understood what I was saying, I had already expressed that at age 9, I started my journey of walking away from this religion. I was still going to church because it was the will of my family. But at age 9, I started walking away from this religion. I was already pretty much convinced by the time I was 15. Still hadn't traveled the world yet, still haven't researched certain things yet, but I was pretty much done with it. So I knew sitting there, I would have no problems. Now, I didn't want to go into that video and start talking about the fact that when I went home, I sat, I meditated. My grandmother gave me some natural medications, and I was perfectly fine thereafter. Their prayers didn't do one blessed thing. It was my grandmother's natural medications and my ability to meditate and control my body. Because by the time I was 15, I had already agreed that I am the dominion over this right here, and it's going to do what I tell it to do. So I do not get sick other than having to deal with sinuses every now and then, depending upon what kind of floral is in the air. But even 90% of the time, based on eating properly, not eating meat, and minimizing my dairy, I don't even have that problem because it's called keeping mucus out of your system. Basic science. But all your healing prayers get answered? You're a horrible Christian. Why aren't you at the hospitals healing people of cancer? Why aren't you at the hospital growing people's limbs back? Why aren't you, in some of these places where people don't have access to hospitals and going into those neighborhoods and healing people? These people with asthma, these people who have vertebrae that are broken and they can't walk anymore. Where are you in healing these people? Because you're getting all of your healings, but you are not going around passing your power to your other people as a good Christian would do. So first you take what I said out of context in order to validate your narrative, and then you're not going around healing other people. What kind of Christian are you? Because me as a non-Christian, I do teach people how to think their way and meditate and eat properly so that they can minimize what type of biological effects that they have. I'm not so much as to say that I can heal a limb and bring a limb back and all those sorts of things. Those are well beyond my understanding. But you got your God on your side, and you do what your God tells you to do, and you're not healing other people. You're a bad Christian, you know. So, and then you are doing being faithful to your God. So I guess you're holding yourself to all the commandments and everything that you're supposed to be doing. Not sleeping on the same bed as a woman on her cycle. You're doing your animal sacrifices. Oh, but my bad, you're gonna say that Jesus was the final sacrifice. I'm so sorry, I forgot about that part right there. Oh, dang. I messed that part up, but I'm pretty sure that you're doing all the other things. You're having your feast days, you're keeping your Sabbath, and all those sorts of things. Right, right. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, what else did you say? As for my giving, I do not give for healing. Never said that people give for healing. I talked about the fact that people are sitting in the churches, and the churches are saying, if you give, then God is going to pour over. He's going to bring you higher finances, more finances, going to be more than you can handle, all those sorts of things. These are the promises that these pastors are telling people when they go to church, and ask them to give an uncommon seed, give more than you ever gave before, and all this sorts of thing. Give and it'll be shaken and stirred up and all this kind of stuff and overflowing. That's what I was talking about. You're taking what I said once again out of context. I never connected giving and healing as one thing. So if you're going to try to challenge me on exactly what I said, not what you think you're hearing. Because you give to the church so the church can help feed the homeless, the church and pay for the bills, which is, yeah, the church got bills. I get that part. But don't take what I say and change it in order to make it fit your narrative. And then this part, maybe God knew that you were gonna grow up and curse his name every chance you got. Yeah, see, I don't curse his name, first of all, and then because there is no him. And I don't do this every chance I get. Do you think I just walk around the streets, just walking around like Christians do and preaching on the sidewalks? I don't do that. You think I just walk up to people and say, let me pray for you. Let me meditate for you. Let me tell you how Jesus is not the Messiah. Let me tell you how everything in the Bible, can't be proven. Let me tell you how Noah's flood is fake. I don't walk up to people and just say things like that. That's what you do. That's what Christians do. I don't do those sorts of things. Excuse me. Maybe you don't do that. So let me not put that on you. But that's what you see Christians doing. I'm not Mormon. I'm not knocking on people's door. I'm not Jehovah Witnesses. I'm not knocking on people's door. I'm not going standing on street corners with megaphones and trying to convince people that they should walk away from the religion. I'm on this video platform where I talk to people who are of like mind to help them strengthen their walking away from this religion. I am not looking to convince people anything other than what they've already decided for themselves. And then, you know, you having free will. I thought your God, I know I just did a video yesterday about this, but what happened to free will? What happened to free will? Based on what you're saying, and you're saying that your God created me for the purpose of going to hell. Your God created me for the purpose of burning for all eternity. Your God created me so that I can be tormented for all eternity. That in the process of my creation, this God said, Lorenzo, we're going to punish the shit out of this one. I'm going to make sure because he's not going to like me. He's not going to, follow this particular religion. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make him. I'm going to go ahead and let him have family. Go ahead and let him have love. Go ahead and let him have people. Let him have a little life. But I know he's going to reject me. So I'm going to create him anyway, even though ultimately for that speck of time that he's in existence on earth, it will be nothing compared to the eternity that I will bask in the glory of his burning flesh. And you know how in your Bible, especially in Leviticus and Exodus, how this book consistently says that this God finds burning flesh to be a sweet aroma to the Lord. You have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.